Yo, what's up guys? Today we are going to finally be talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, and I will talk about where I've been for the past almost 2 months now at the end of the video though, because yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, the FNAF 2 movie I did end up seeing on release date, just like the FNAF 1 movie. But yeah, I'm just now finally getting around to talking about it because of other stuff that's been going on, which, like I said, I'll talk about in the end of the video. But I wanted to get the Toy Freddy popcorn bucket head, but of course, my luck, right as I got there, they sold out. I'm not even kidding. Right after I bought these, I turned around and I seen three people holding the last two. Or, well, sorry, two people holding the last two. But yeah, just my luck. Even the cupcake drink holder, they also had the same people had the last one. So, yeah, I got the simple movie bundle, which comes with the cup and the basic tin popcorn bucket. And the cup comes with a random topper. Even though it actually wasn't random, the employee asked me which one I wanted, and I kind of wanted to get Toy Bonnie, but I was like, might as well get Toy Freddy. He's the main man. Um, he looks a little goofy, but for a cup topper, he looks good enough. You can tell it's Toy Freddy. They made him his normal fat self. He looks a little high, but that's okay. And he even has some yellow teeth. Brush your teeth, pal. But yeah, the cup just has the main gang on there. Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Puppet, and Balloon Boy. I'm actually kind of surprised they put Puppet on here instead of Mangle. And it's the exact same for the tin. Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Puppet, Balloon Boy, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then I think... Okay, no, the cup... Oh, yeah, the cup says it up there. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And you put your straw in there. So yeah, some cool merch. I'm glad I still got something, but I really wanted the Toy Freddy head. So, like I said, by now, everyone should have watched the FNAF 2 movie. I'm not even sure if it's still in theaters. I think it might be. But yeah, this is obviously going to have spoilers in this video, so if you somehow haven't watched it yet, stop watching this video. Because yeah, this will have spoilers. I'm going to first start off by saying I really enjoyed the movie. There is, some parts that I wish were different. Most people's complaints about the movie, just like with the first movie, is that the story is terrible and there's a lot of plot holes. I don't think the story is as bad as everyone says. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it's a movie for the fans, just like the first movie was. And as a longtime fan like myself, been a fan ever since 2015, this movie was fun. It was a fun movie. Got to see childhood characters come to life on the big screen. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, there was some stuff that didn't really make sense, like the ending of the movie. Although it was cool, I do have some nitpicks about that, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I think it was definitely better than the first one. I gotta say, once again, Jim Henson Creature Shop did a perfect job at making the toy animatronics. Not a single one looked bad or goofy at all. They all looked great. Yeah, that's really, all I liked about the movie. It was a fun movie. It was a good time. The music for it was really cool. I will say, the intro, I wish the intro music was different instead of just rehashing the FNAF 1 movie, 8-bit intro music that the Newton brothers made. I wish they would have made something, similar but different, not just remix the first one. Yeah, and once again, the 8-bit intro was really cool, although I kind of liked the FNAF 1 movie better, at least the 8-bit version of it. I also want to say, I think almost everybody was casted perfectly for the animatronics, and I'll explain that in a second when I talk about dislikes. But also, I want to say, I'm really glad that we got more Matthew Lillard, and we didn't really get a lot of Spring Bonnie once again because it was all in flashbacks, but we got more than the first movie, so I'll take it. And yeah, all of the actors, once again, did a really good job. I will say some parts with Piper Rubio were. She was a good actor in both the movies, but there were some parts in this where it just was kind of alright acting, seemed a little cringy. But yeah, I guess I might as well start talking about the stuff I didn't like, which we'll go back to the voice acting. All of the voice acting I thought was perfect, apart from Toy Bonnie. I'm sorry, Matt Pat. Please just stick to theories. I think Matt Pat's cameo in the first movie was a lot better. It's cool that he voiced Toy Bonnie, but I wish they would have gotten a more professional voice actor because I feel like Matt Pat's voice just didn't really fit him. I think Toy Bonnie, should definitely have like a goofy, high pitched voice, but they kind of just made it too high pitched for my liking at least. And yeah, he wasn't terrible, but it was okay. It wasn't good or wasn't bad. It was just all right. It exists, I guess. Um, I think they made him sound like I said, just too high pitched. But the other actors did perfect. Megan Fox as Toy Chica actually surprisingly works really well. And then Kellen Goff as Toy Freddy was also perfect. Toy Freddy is also supposed to have more of a goofy voice, but he had more of like a serious, dark toned voice in this movie, and I thought it actually worked perfect for him. But that also leads me to another thing that the main thing I don't like about this movie is animatronic screen time. If you watch the movie, you know by now Toy Chica is really the main animatronic of this movie, which kind of sucks because we really don't get any screen time for really any of the other characters. Toy Chica steals the spotlight in the entire movie, which I'm fine with, but at the same time, did she really need like 6 minutes of screen time when Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie only got like a minute and a half each? Toy Freddy, maybe even less, maybe a minute only for Toy Freddy, which sucked because I really liked his voice, but he only had like 3 or 4 lines. And then Toy Bonnie, I'm kind of glad they didn't give him as much screen time because I don't really care for his voice, like I said. But I wish he still got more screen time. Maybe just like not saying anything though. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that. The puppet also for like the main villain, I guess you could kind of call the puppet. Out of all the animatronics, she's like the most evil. She controls all the animatronics in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. But I feel like she doesn't give it enough screen time either. Um, Also, I wanted to say one thing that people don't like about this movie is the puppet taking control of, um, like the puppet fusions. I think that's what people call them. Like when she took control of McKenna Grace's character and Abby. For some reason, people don't really like those. I thought that was like some of the more cooler scenes in the movie, especially Piper Rubio's part. I thought that was really cool. And also, my boy Balloon Boy gets like 40 seconds of screen time. I know people hate Balloon Boy, but I thought he was actually pretty cool in this movie, but we didn't get to see enough of him. And I think it was good that they didn't really give him an actual voice. He just says, his typical game lines of hello and laughing. But I wish we got more screen time of him. And we never really got a full good look at him. The most we seen of Balloon Boy really was the statue in the beginning of the entrance of the pizza place, which is kind of dumb. Also, I think it was cool the way he showed up in the office, but I think it was kind of dumb that Mike just immediately kind of killed him. It was kind of funny, I'll admit, but at the same time, like, Balloon Boy didn't get enough screen time. And speaking about screen time and not enough of it, we have the Wizards. Where do I even begin? I think a the total screen time of all of the Wizards combined was not even 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure Withered Bonnie has only like 28 seconds of screen time. I'm not even exaggerating that. The Wizards were heavily underused. I really think they should have showed up more. I think it was cool that they gave us like Mike actually playing Fnaf in real life in this movie, unlike the first movie, where he's, fending off from the animatronics, using the flashlight, using the mask. That was cool, but I think it should have been longer so we can get more screen time of the Wizards. And all the Wizards were kind of defeated in a dumb way. I mean, Wither Bonnie punches the vent down, and then Mike just puts the vent cover back up, and that's it for Wither Bonnie. Like, you're telling me Wither Bonnie couldn't just punch it down again and crawl out of the vent? Like, that was kind of stupid. Withered Chica and Withered Freddy, I'm pretty sure Mike just puts the mask on and they're like, oh, okay. And then for Withered Foxy, Mike just deactivates all of them, all within like 20 seconds. And that's the last we see of the Wizards. They kind of just shut down, which kind of sucked because, man, they nailed the Withered designs for this movie. Especially Withered Bonnie looked literally perfect, like ripped straight from the games, and they don't even give him 30 seconds of screen time. And then that brings me to the end of the movie. I think it was so awesome that they referenced the old, like, shitty Gmod SFM fight models videos of, like, those old cringy videos where it'd be like, oh, toy animatronics versus the Phantoms. I thought that was super cool that the FNAF 1 characters came in and killed all the toys. Like, that was a super cool reference. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was one of the best parts of the whole movie, but at the same time, that's where it doesn't make sense story-wise. Like, how did the FNAF 1 animatronics just get there in the first place? How did they know, like, where Abby and all of them were in trouble? They just kind of appeared out of nowhere. And also, I feel like the fighting, although it was cool, kind of just ended like abruptly. All of them were killed really easy. Foxy literally just dug his hook in Toy Bonnie and then stepped on his face, and then he was done. Toy Freddy literally just gets ripped apart in kind of a cringy looking way by Freddy. And then Chica, what happened to Chica again? Toy Chica. Oh yeah, Chica just like ripped her head off, I'm pretty sure. And then, yeah, they all kind of just fell over and died. They were just like, oh, the animatronics, they can't be outside the pizzeria for too long, or they die. Which didn't really make sense. I thought it was kind of stupid how they did that. That whole, like, the animatronics killing the toy animatronics was cool, but story-wise makes zero sense, which I feel like is most people's complaint. Although it was cool, like I said, just makes no sense. And then the end credit scene, them revealing Springtrap, was super cool. I honestly wanted them to do it that way and not have him be in the second movie, just save him for the third movie. And the design is actually really cool. People hate on the design for some reason. I think it looks like perfect. Yeah, I thought it was really cool that they actually referenced specific game lines in the movie as well, like the puppet saying, I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way. I thought that was sick. And then, like, the guys who go in and find Springtrap, him saying, I found one, a real one, that was super cool. And then them playing the FNAF 2 music in the credit scene. Amazing. So, overall, I think the FNAF 2 movie has some flaws, but overall was better than FNAF 1. And I'm very excited for FNAF 3. But yeah, now for where I've been for the past almost 2 months, like I said. So, this video was meant to be recorded like mid-December, but I just never got around to it like I've kind of been doing for a while now on this channel. But also, I went back to Mexico on Christmas Day, actually, and didn't come back until January 4th, I believe. So, Yeah, I'm not really going to go into the specifics of that vacation, but I will say it was very fun. Second time in Mexico, I loved it. But yeah, that's kind of why I didn't post during that time frame. And then when I got back, I just completely put off filming a video. You know, I was just relaxing after getting back from a vacation, getting back into my normal life. So I never really got around to recording this video. And also at the same time, I kind of don't really know what to record right now. There's not much going on. There has been some Fnaf Jazzwares merch leaks and news, but not enough to make a whole 10-minute video covering it all. But yeah, I don't know. Also, at the time this is posted, I'm gonna be turning 18 in 4 days, I believe, when this video is posted. Just on Wednesday, the 21st, I'll be turning 18. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that. And yeah, after that, once again, I don't really know. There's still nothing for me to record, really. I'm sure no one wants to see any birthday gifts I got because those videos always kind of do a little terrible. But this news actually came out yesterday. The Jazzwares merch has been getting restocked, so maybe I can try and do a merch hunt trying to find those, or if I find those, do a review on them. But yeah, I don't know when my next video will be. I'm sorry for not posting for so long. I'll try and keep you guys updated. And yeah, I don't know when or what my next video will be. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Whenever that is, comment, like, subscribe. Peace.